That's a lot of sour candy. Alright, so as you can kind of see, I got lots of sour candy here. Basically, what happened is, you know how before I had that video where I ate a bunch of sour candy? I thought, well, why not do it again? Uh, and for Halloween, that's a good enough excuse, right? And I started looking for a bunch of sour candy to get that I didn't already have in the last video that I did. But, and I'll probably link that in the description if you want to see that. But I started finding a bunch of different Warheads themed stuff, and I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna do a whole Warheads theme thing because I haven't really seen that yet online myself. So I think that'll be fun. I like to eat, and that'll be fun to check out a bunch of stuff just from Warheads because they have a lot of different things. Now the only things I'm probably not gonna be trying out here there's the regular Warheads because we've already seen those. I mean, the previous video had those. The previous video also had the Warheads mini booms, which are like basically the Warheads version of sour Skittles, and they had little like gummy worm things. So I avoided those three things. If you want to see those, you can check out that other video. But other than that, I wanted to see how much of the stuff that I could get and try out for all these different Warheads things because, for the longest time, I mean, I realized there were a couple of things that Warheads did, but that last video showed me there's more than I thought, and even just looking online to find more stuff to try, not even intentionally necessarily looking for Warheads at first, there's a lot of stuff, so let's do this. It's gonna be fun. My tongue's gonna hurt after this, but it's gonna be a thing. And I wore orange because it's Halloween or whatever. All right, so let's start simple. You've already had regular Warheads, the sour candy. If you're clicking on this video, you already know. But we'll start with the minis, extreme sours. These things, I'm guessing, are probably just like the regular thing, but smaller. But I don't know, so that's why I'm doing it first. Cause I'm like, well, it'll be about the same as doing a regular one. Oh. Ah, look at them. They're a little blown out because the light is so bright, but you get the idea. All right, let's just do one of those. Apparently the fridge is flooring up. Maybe it's a choking hazard thing, or I don't know. Never seen that on the other ones. Maybe they all have it. And that's the top that flips. So they're basically like the regular ones, but smaller, which means they're about as sour, but they don't have like as much sour to it because there's less surface area to have that. But also then like the sweet part's like not gonna last as long either, which is like fine because I feel like the sweet part lasts like a year with the regular ones. You're like, oh yeah, the initial sour, it's really good. Then once it's sweet, it's just kind of like whatever, right? It's just kind of there. So having this is probably actually pretty good for like a little mini snack. That's kind of refreshing. Interesting. Next up are Wedgies. Warheads Wedgies. They're like gummy things. They have 3 different flavors: pink lemonade, cherry limeade, and watermelon punch are the 3 different flavors of these. Yeah, these are like gummy wedges. They have 3 splashy flavor combos. Never heard of these. It doesn't sound good, does it? No one's like, I want a wedgie. Ugh. My hands are gonna be so fucking sticky after this. Some of the packaged stuff got sticky on each other. Oh, these are really goopy. I thought these were gonna be like, just like coated. They're like slimy. I thought they were just gonna be like, coated in like the powder stuff, like gummy things, like sour gummies. But they're not. They're different. The whole inside of the bag is like got goop in it from where these have touched it. The saddest part is I don't even know what flavor that was that I got. I think I got the watermelon punch, but it has a weird flavor to it. I don't know. It's supposed to be uncomfortably sour according to the side of the bag, if you can read that. But they're not that sour, really. And yeah, the aftertaste is weird, and I don't like the goopiness on them. If these were more sour, I guess I thought these were going to be like, gummy candies. But I think calling it, like on the bottom here, chewy candy, I think that's more fitting. It's not as much of like, it's not like a gummy worm type thing. It's pretty close, but because of that weird goopiness in it and the weird, like, with the texture, it's like, it's not very appealing. Not a big fan. Next up, we've got Warheads Ooze Chewz Ropes. This is a really weird name. I kept calling them Oozy Chews. That's not what they are. But I was close, and yeah, it's got straws, sour chewy candy filled with ooze. So there's like straws of candy, and then there's stuff in them. I wonder if the ooze is the sour part, or they don't say sour anywhere, do they? Yeah, they say sour chewy. Okay, candy's not actual size. So I don't know if that focused at all. I don't care. It should be good, I think. It sounds good. Opening it will be bad. Okay, I cheated with my scissors. Are these all connected? Can I please just have one? Like, will they come apart if I start grabbing one? No. Oh, come on. I just want one. Oh, it's like a rainbow. I like that. Let's take this one on the end here if we can. If we can take just one. We've managed to get just one. Oh, God, look at it. Oh, it actually looks really good. And they've got the weird sour stuff in it. Okay. I'm not really oozing. The stuff is just kind of in there. It doesn't really move or ooze. All right, so they're kind of like a weak sour punch. If you had one of those, like those straw things, they're kind of like that. The outside's not really like a Twizzler as much as it's just like a chewy candy thing. And they've got the powder on it. They've got the stuff on the inside, but like it's not as sour as those. These are more like, they're a little tart. They're good. Not really the kind of sour I expected from Warheads brand though, but they are pretty good. And they're rather filling. So that's yeah, interesting. There's only 3 flavors. I couldn't really taste even the flavor much. I think I grabbed a watermelon one. I don't know. So they're like, it's lacking in the sour department and even in the flavor department, but like it still tastes good. So there's that. Next up, we have Warheads Cubes Galactic Mix. I don't know what a cube is in terms of Warheads. Are they the same thing, but in a cube instead of a circular-ish thing? I don't know. What does Galactic Mix mean? I think that's just a flavor. They've got Rocket Raspberry and Cosmic Punch are the 2 things on the bag. So those are as the flavors. That's maybe what they mean by the mix. This is very mysterious to me. It's the void. You can't see anything in the black hole of the bag. I guess they say chewy candy on the bag on the bottom there. Oh yeah, it's like a weird... It's a chewy cube. Instead of an oozy chew, it's a chewy cube. Whoa. Let's give it a shot. There's also a black hole cherry at the top. I didn't notice that. I still don't know which flavor I got just now. So that's not a good sign. They don't have a whole lot of flavor to them. Again, there's not a lot of flavor. These also don't have really much sour to them at all. So that's disappointing. Tastes fine, I guess. They're not like bad, but they're really not good. So, I mean, I guess I'll probably end up eating these if I get hungry, but if they go hard and weird on me, then I'll throw them away and not really feel bad. This isn't going as well as I had hoped, but it's not going terrible, so I'll take it while it lasts. Next, we got Warheads Taffy. Just Taffy. Sour Taffy. I mean, it sounds like it's just going to be Taffy that's sour, and so they put Warheads on it. It should be good. My guess is going to be, yeah, something. I'm hoping it's like an Airheads type Taffy, but sour like a Warhead. That would be awesome. We'll go for the blue raspberry. This is looking more like Laffy Taffy size. There's no jokes on it, so that's a plus. Well, look, it looks like a Taffy. It looks like it's not the most amazing presentation, that one, but okay. It's also gluten-free and peanut-free, as per the bag. And holy shit, that's good. It's like, again, it's not like extremely sour, but it is a little sour. You can taste it. It's got some sourness to it. So I like that. So it's not like, yeah, I guess I do say sour taffy, not extreme sour. That's really, really good. It's kind of like Laffy Taffy, ish, because it's taffy, I guess. But like, it's like not as greasy as Laffy Taffy. So that's it. So it is kind of like a midway point. It's not quite as like soft and granular as an Airhead, but it's kind of like a in between an Airhead and a Laffy Taffy. It's really, really good. The flavor's awesome. The flavor's better than probably any Airhead or Laffy Taffy I've had. Probably. Airheads are pretty good. So like that, but this has got the sour kick to it. Like it. You only get the 3 flavors, but whatever. This is gonna be awesome. I'm gonna eat all these, dude. This is great. Warheads Sour Jelly Beans. Why not? These were supposed to be, did they mention on here? Yeah, a sour shell with a sweet and fruity inside. So, it probably should be sour on the outside, otherwise they're going to be regular jelly beans. I've had some jelly beans, of course. I'm sure I've had the like knockoff ones that probably are not even as good as Jelly Belly, but I'm not a big fan of jelly beans in general. The Starburst ones are good. There's also some good ones that are they're also sour, or supposed to kind of be. They're lemon head ones that are lemon head like Chewz or something. They're just like basically sour jelly beans. They're not like real sour. So I'm hoping these will be more sour. See, they're in there. Alright, let's grab a few. Oh, they don't feel like jelly beans. They're like weird. Oh, they feel weird. They feel like they're just like lumps of like stuff. Oh. That is not a jelly bean shape. Look at what is that? That is not a jelly bean. Okay, whatever. I have mixed opinions. It's the outside with the sour stuff is good. I like that part. It's got like they mentioned on the back that it's tangy. Yeah, tangy. I'll give it that. Yeah, it's good. They sort of taste like jelly. They sort of feel like jelly beans a little, but they kind of feel more like weird, like kind of like hardened lumps of soft stuff. And then once you get into the side of it, yeah, the taste is kind of weird and off-putting. It's like, it's kind of sweet, but not like very sweet. It's like a very dull sweetness to it. And then there's more of like a flavor to it, I guess, but it's not like a good flavor. So I'm a little half and half on these. I might suck on these for a while and then spit them out. But I don't know if I'm going to actually ingest all of these. Yeah. I've had better, but I guess I've had worse. So, I mean, it's not like you didn't get bean boozled or anything. So, another quick weird note about that other one. Orange is one of the flavors in there, and that's not a Warhead flavor. Also, why isn't that a Warhead flavor? Did they introduce it at some point and then take it away? Or did we just never try it? Orange would be good. Sour orange? Come on. People would eat that. I'd eat that. People and me. So, like, that's at least 2 demographics that would eat that. This is where things start getting a little different. We got Warhead sour popping candy, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like Pop Rocks, but maybe sour. Pop Rocks always had the problem of like you never really got flavor in Pop Rocks, you know. Like they came in flavors, and you're like you could mildly taste it, but it was always like an aftertaste. You know what I mean? Like a hint of flavor, and then that's it. We're gonna try the watermelon one. Is that what that is? It is. Weird how so many of these are promoting the watermelon. People must like this more than I think they do. I always thought everybody hated watermelon, but I guess not. I'm also noticing that there's a lot of other company names on these, and so I'm guessing a lot of people just made similar things, and then Warheads put their name on it. That's weird. Ooh, good tear spot. Good tear spot. I thought it would be more rocky. I don't even know if you see in there. But it's like dust in there, dude. We'll try it. Okay. They're fine. Not particularly sour. Maybe like a little tart. It's kind of like you just have tart, and it's popping everywhere, and then then you just have the aftertaste as if you had eaten something with that flavor. Not great. I guess I'm glad I only have a few of those. It's whatever, if you like Pop Rocks, it'll be like that. Some of it's so powdery that you're getting like very small. You get a very tiny amount of pop to it. Whereas you really want the bigger ones to really get those good pops if you like that sensation. Yeah. I don't know. It's poppers for kids. Don't put that in the ad. Warheads Super Sour Gumballs. Gonna be Gumballs. Gonna be like sour gum. I had some sour gum in that other package that was like Crybaby or something like that, I think. And those were good. I'm not big into gum, but give it a whirl. See where the sour is, where it starts and stops. Okay. That's not bad. No, I don't think it's as sour as the Crybaby ones because there's no sour stuff on the outside at all. It's like a normal gumball. But the gum bit was all like, it all has sour in it. So I wouldn't say it's super sour, but it is sour. It's good. And I swallowed it like you're probably not supposed to do with gum. Because it tastes a lot like candy, so I did. Yeah, not bad. Another weird thing about this though, again, it's one of these where orange is like one of the flavors listed on the bottom here. But weirdly, black cherry isn't. Like, I understand having an additional flavor, but it's weird to, like, have a flavor that's not, like, a regular Warhead flavor, and also take out something that is a regular Warhead flavor. And you'd think they could do cherry, but whatever. Still good, though. I'll actually eat those. Next up is Warheads Lollipop Rings. Ring pops, the thing you think of when you think of is popsicle. Not really a popsicle, but whatever. When you think of a sucker on a ring. Yeah, I guess Warheads did one that is apparently, according to this, mildly sour, but wildly sweet. Which is probably not going to be great. What a bizarre shape for a thing. Like, it's supposed to be the Warhead guy's head exploding or whatever. It's ridiculous. I guess I got watermelon. I think those are the only red one that they have. So, I guess I'll do it. Prepare for a lot of editing because I'm just going to be sitting here sucking on this for a long time. It's very disappointing, okay? I mean, I didn't finish it. It'll take me a year to eat a sucker. I don't really like suckers that much. Especially anymore, because they take so long to eat and they're inconvenient to hold all the time and everything. You just wear it, and it doesn't stay on that well. On my pudgy fingers, it's not meant for fat fingers, it's meant for little kid fingers. The shape, I guess, is kind of weird to have, but, like, really disappointing part is that it's not sour at all. It does taste like fake watermelon, that's it. And fake watermelon is okay with other stuff. Just fake watermelon by itself, not a big fan. I like the sour part of it, so this is basically not sour at all. and then you gotta have it, like, awkwardly holding by this little bit here, or have it on you and sucking it, and it's gonna get drool and shit all over your hands. You're gonna get sticky hands. It's stupid. And you get less than a ring pop, okay? Ring pops, they give you a whole jewel on the top, so it also looks cool. Why would you want to wear a Warhead on your hand as jewelry? This is a dumb idea. Make it a regular sucker at least. Make it sour at most. Don't do it in practice. I feel like my lighting changed when I plugged in my camera. But maybe it's just that the light on the screen changes when I do that. I don't know. It looks way brighter now. So I turned it down some, so if it's different in post, don't worry about it, but do worry about Warhead's Sour Spray! Super Sour Spray Candy. This is the thing I remember having as a kid. One of the things that was like a different Warheads thing. It wasn't just a Warhead. And it was awesome because it was like, oh, it's sour. It's just sour. What? Twist off cap? My ass. I gotta take the stuff off first, don't I? Isn't there a tear here part? Oh. You're like, oh yeah, I have my air freshener here. Breath freshener, not air freshener. Don't spray it in the air. I have my eye freshener here. Jesus. Hello? Ooh. Ooh, yeah. That stuff's good. None of this fucking, oh, we're gonna get sweet afterwards. Screw that. You get right to the sour. You're done with the sour, you put in more sour. That's good. And just all the sour and the flavor. Oh, this is great. This was a really great idea. I'm glad they still make these. This was one of the good ones. Warheads. You had a lot of flops today. This is one of the good ones. Oh, yeah, you get a lot of the flavor, you get the sour, and then that's just what you came for with Warheads. And this it's just really good. The only downside is that it's not very filling of a thing to eat. It's just a very quick, like, experience thing, so you can very easily just exhaust one of these into your mouth, and then you're done. Basically, I think this is probably really good for, like, party things, too. It's like, how many of these sprays can you take before you're like, no, it's too much, or whatever, stuff like that. Like, these are fun. And delicious, and they're a great part of the Warheads experience. Highly recommended. What about Warheads Super Sour Double Drops? I have a feeling this will be similar to the spray. I've never seen these. But I'm guessing it's just going to be like the spray, but then you have two different flavors, and you kind of drop them on your tongue instead of spray them in your mouth. This is the package that broke open in shipping stuff a little bit or whatever. It like leaked, so all of these were sticky. This one is blue raspberry and green apple. You have two little dauber things on the top. I don't know how to do this so it looks good. How do I make this entertaining to look at? Oh wait, it's my face. We can't. Did I get any? How am I supposed to? These are way too far apart. Um. I just have to like pour these out into something to effectively drink this. Cause I'm even getting one of the both flavors. Yeah, as far as I can tell, these are just the basically the same stuff as the sour spray, which was good, but it's harder to get it in. And the idea is neat. I think these just need to be closer together. I don't know if even any of that, like, any of the green apple stuff is even coming out. So I might have to put this into something later and like drink it that way when they're already combined. They have a few different like combos of flavors. But yeah, I mostly just taste the blue raspberry right now, so which is fine because I like that better. But okay idea. Maybe just make a spray with two nozzles on it or something. Spray it with, I don't know. It was an okay idea, not great. It's the execution of like having it actually is probably bad, but okay. Here we've got Warheads Sour Watermelon Squeeze Candy. I've never had squeeze candy. I don't know if that's going to be good. I assume it's going to be off-putting a bit from the texture and stuff. Do I just open it and it's ready to go, or do I have to like undo a seal? There's a seal. That's probably good. Undoing a seal will be hard. It's like, oh god, it's like a tube of lube. My cap is now secured. God, that is a tough cap. Ooh, I can smell it. How fast does it ooze out? I put some on my finger, maybe? I don't know. God, it's gonna come out like lube too, isn't it? Oh, no! Oh, that's like kind of thick. It's more like toothpaste, I guess. Oh. That's really weird. That that reminds me of like kind of like Airheads, weirdly. Like if Airheads were like meltier, they weren't as solid, it'd be like that. Because it's not like a really like a gel either. It's kind of like you can feel like there's kind of like a texture, like granularity to it a little bit. So it kind of feels like a melted Airhead sort of. It's kind of like that. Really weird. The flavor part is actually pretty good. There's a weird hint of something to it that is a little off-putting. And it's not really that sour. Really, it's I feel like it's very tart, but it's not quite sour. But it's not bad. I feel like this might actually be good for like. This is gonna sound probably even weirder. Maybe if I put this on like a sandwich or something, and had it with like something else on there, like a peanut butter and sour squeeze sandwich or something weird like that, that might be good. I might be able to find something this will go with, but it is a little weird just by itself because it also just feels like you're eating. You feel like you're eating something you're not supposed to be eating. So, a little on the fence on that, but maybe it could be a useful ingredient. I'll put it that way. Alright, it's time to make myself really sticky. I'll let you fill in the blanks. This is Warheads Super Sour Blue Raspberry Cotton Candy. The plastic bucket cup thing got very dented in shipment. So if it broke my cotton candy, I'm gonna be pissed. I haven't been looking at the Best By date on all these, but so far the ones I have seen have said 2024, so I'm probably okay. It's been entombed. Open! Got it off. I'm not a big fan of cotton candy because you eat cotton candy, and you know what happens when you eat cotton candy? You go to the fair, you're like, oh, I want something, I don't know, cotton candy. That's a good fair food. I like cotton candy. And you eat like 3 bites of it, and you're like, oh god, this is too much sugar, it's too much cotton candy, I'm done. And then like 5 minutes later, you're like, fuck, I'm so hungry. Because all you did was inhale some sugar and air, and you're like, well, whoa, why am I not full? This was handmade. Oh. This was handmade in USA by McJack Candy Company. Interesting. If I say that, it makes it true. So can I just like pull some shit off of here and like it'll just go? Oh god, it's like a marshmallow almost. Well, let's eat a sour pillow. We'll try one more try. One more test. I guess. There's like, when you first get it in your mouth, there's like a hint of like, a tiny hint of sour blue raspberry, and then it's like, just immediately melts into like basically cotton candy. It's a little bit thicker than other cotton candy that I've had. It's a little more dense, so that's pretty good. And since it's more compact into here, it's not as fluffy right now either. It's easier to eat, so it's not like as big of a mess. So if you like cotton candy, you'll probably like this because it just tastes like cotton candy. There's not a whole lot of other flavor happening to it, really. But if you want like a sour cotton candy, I guess this isn't that sour, really. It's pretty regular for cotton candy. Yeah, I don't know. Passable. This is where things get even weirder. Because we're kind of getting, I mean, like, cotton candy's already, like, pushing it, right? I guess it's still candy. What about some, Ghost? That's good for Halloween. That's scary. Ghost. That's definitely why I picked it. This was a sour watermelon flavor. You just put this powder in your, well, they say in water or your drink or whatever. And, it'll make it sour. Give you a gamer boost for focus and energy. Also, it says it's a dietary supplement. I was gonna get the energy drink that they had, but it wasn't gonna show up in time for the video, so I was like, I'll just get the powder and do a drink. Yeah, they give you a little scooper in it, it's all over, it starts off immediately dirty, so that's good. So let's try that, I guess. Alright, I have my 1 scoop of powder in there. We'll put some of my tap water in an Aquafina water bottle in there. I don't like that, like, smoke is coming off of it. I don't think it's smoke, but I don't know that it isn't smoke. Ooh. I probably should mix that a little bit. Boy, it does smell like fake watermelon, though. It still looks pretty cloudy to me, but what the hell. What? Oh, no. Oh, it's awful. Well, it's not awful, but it's bad. Like, oh, no, no. All the gross shit it leaves around there, too. No. It's not very sour, like, almost at all. There's, like, a hint of it. It mostly tastes like fake watermelon water. And because you can kind of, like, still taste it, like, maybe if I waited or something and it broke down more, if I had less of it in there or something, I had the right ratio, it would be better. But, like, yeah, it tastes like really not, maybe like the tiniest hint when you get the granules of it, it's like a bit of sourness, a little bit. But like, because it's granular, you don't really want to taste that in your water, in your drink, the sediments around there, and it's like, so it kind of just tastes like, it reminds me also of like, it kind of reminds me of like cough medicine, like, if there was like a watermelon, like, cough medicine, like, tablet that you, like, chew, and it would be, like, kind of, like, powdery like that. I feel like it's that. I feel like I've had, like fruit-flavored, like, medicine like that for, like, coughs or something, like children's medicine, probably. And it's, like, it just reminds me of, like, that kind of, like, texture, and it's not good. Oh. Glad I bought a tub of that shit. God damn it. Okay, well, I need to wash my mouth out with something here, and like I did in the bonus thing on that other video, at the end I tried out a couple of the Warheads sour sodas. Very, very good. Since then I've tried all 5 of their main flavors, right? The Warheads flavors, they're very good. Which is why the energy drink intrigued me for that I couldn't find, and got this instead, the powder crap. But what's weird is that I looked online, I was looking for this, and I found a sour peach flavor of the sour soda. And that's weird because there's no peach Warhead. There's no orange Warhead either, even though there's orange flavored stuff in the other things. So this is just bizarre that they don't make these flavors of Warheads, but they'll make flavored stuff. Especially for this, because all the other sodas are like, they have the other 5 flavors, and they're really good because they're sour the whole way through. The other thing I'm really, really hoping, I like this. I assume I will, but I couldn't buy it as like 1 can or something. I had to buy a small case of it. So if it's disgusting, that's a problem. I don't know how to feel about this. I don't know how it should smell because there's not a peach Warhead. Huh. Oh. It's okay. There's a little weirdness in the flavor. I don't know what that is. Don't think peaches taste like that. But, you know, it's actually not bad. You just gotta get over that initial wave of it where it's kind of like, ugh. And then it's like sour and good. I don't know if I would be clamoring for a peach Warhead. Do the orange one first. But, I think they could make it work. I think they could. But wait, there's more. Warheads, extreme sour. Freeze and eat. Freezer pops. These are supposed to be extreme sour, not just like regular sour. So that they're really, they got all the different things. You know, they got the tart sour, super sour, extreme sour on their sour meter. So this better be pretty sour. This didn't fully freeze up yet. None of them did, because I just had them still in the box, and then they were in a bag, and they were in my freezer. So I didn't get cold enough for most of them, but this one's mostly there. So we're going to do that one. Also, if you wanted to go long ways, you can do the other side of the box. Do you want to do tall ways? Or long ways. Fucking... I cheated and cut off the top with scissors. Okay. Huh. A little sour. Yeah, a little bit. I'll give it to him. It's sour. Okay. It's a little sour. Just sour is where I put this. It's not super sour. It's regular sour, I think. Very sour for something you're expecting to be sweet, like a freezer pop, though. This would be a good parade candy. Like, I mean, I know it kind of sucks because you have to keep them cold and they kind of melt as you're there. You have to eat them immediately. But when kids don't know, and they're like, cool, blue raspberry sweet thing, and they eat it and it's sour, I'd be like, it's a good prank. It's a good prank. How is the juice? Ooh. Oh, that's where the sour is, because you have it like in the ice part. You're distracted because it's all cold, and you have just the juice. Ooh. Pretty good. Best dang freezer pop I ever had. But wait, there's one more thing we need to look at. You know, it got a little weird with the drink and the this cotton candy. We can go one weirder. We can go one way weirder. Van Holten's Sour Dill Pickle. Warheads Extreme Sour. Contents. 1 pickle. Hashtag Sour Pickle Challenge. That's ridiculous. Apparently these people have made these for a long time. To put a pickle in a pouch, and then you just have that, and you would eat them. It's actually, it kind of feels like it's maybe still a bit frozen because it was under. It's in my mini fridge, so it's like under the freezer. But maybe it got cold enough where there's like ice chunks in there, maybe. So it's like it'll be very, very cold. I don't know. Maybe we should have thawed this out some more. And I'm just like, I don't know how they're gonna make a pickle that sour like that. I don't know what they do to it. There wasn't a whole lot of reviews online when I saw this. There was like one that was like, I mean, basically a couple of reviews were like, it's really sour, and a couple of reviews were like, it just tastes like a regular dill pickle. And so, like, I don't know. How do you, why? This can't, it probably won't be good. I didn't buy this thinking like, yum. But, will it be bad? Okay, yeah, I think I left it in there too long next to the freezer part, because there's a lot of ice chunks in here. Oh, God. Smells like a pickle. It smells like something else weird in there, too. Like, it smells still like another, like, food. I can't tell if it's, like, almost like a mild spiciness or something. Can I get the pickle out without getting ice shards everywhere? We may have to cut this, and I'll have to have the pickle out already. I have returned. There is indeed a lot of ice still on the pickle. But now that it's out of that, other than the weird chunks of like icy stuff around, it doesn't look weird. I cut myself off a little slice. Okay, I haven't had this brand of pickle before, so I don't know if they all taste kind of like that. I think there is something kind of sour about it, but the dill pickle flavor kind of overpowers a lot of the sour. So it just kind of tastes like a pickle. It's a fine pickle I got myself into, but I don't know that it was worth the sour name on it. Maybe if I just got a bunch of the citric acid powder shit and just dumped it on there. Maybe that would work better. I don't know. Not bad. I'll probably finish eating that, I guess, on things. But hey, that's the lot. That's everything. That's all the shit you came for. Hopefully it was kind of interesting. I doubt it. I'm sure this video will not do amazingly well. My commentary is not great. My cinematography is not great. But you know what? It's Halloween. And if you're that bored that you're going to watch a dude eat a bunch of Warhead stuff, I mean, you get what you paid for, which was nothing. Unless you got YouTube Premium, in which case you didn't pay me that. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, yeah, that's it. Like I said, the only things I really didn't do were things I already had before, which were pretty good for some of the stuff. Like, I still like regular Warheads are good. If you're gonna have those, I still really like those. The sour booms were really good. The minis were fine. That I had today. For things today, the minis were fine. The straws were not what I wanted them to be, but they were fine. Whatever the Ooze, Chewz, whatever the fuck else. However, the Gumballs were surprisingly good. What the hell else did I even leave over there? I don't remember. The spray is a great experience. Not a filling candy or anything, but a great experience. And like, I don't know, like some of the stuff was all right, you know. The taffy is probably my favorite of all this stuff today. Probably, the taffy was really, really good. Like, that's the thing where it's like really a lot of flavor in it. A little bit of sour in there. It's like it's very, very tart, and just tastes great. Kind of filling. I think that's probably like my winner for today out of all these. And loser, I don't know. I guess that powder stuff. A lot of this stuff here is just very underwhelming. It either wasn't that sour or it didn't have much flavor to it. And when I say Warheads, I want sour. I want it to be really sour. And like, I'm not saying you can't have mild stuff too, but if you're Warheads, you want to be sour. You know what I mean? But hey, well, leave in the comments if you've had any of these or anything else that's like outside of these that maybe I haven't still heard of or seen or tried before. And let me know what you think about it. Maybe I'll look into it. Some of the stuff was surprisingly good. Some of it was surprisingly bad, but I don't think anything here was like absolute like terrible garbage. I think very few of these things I'm actually going to throw away. So that's good. That's a plus. And my tongue is nowhere near as destroyed this time because I wasn't like, I need to try one flavor of everything. So hopefully that made the video expedited a bit and more enjoyable. Anyways, anything else you want to leave in the comments, go ahead and do it. Whatever. Halloween stuff. And maybe if I have time, there'll be another Halloween video up. Because if not, then it was just this. And either way, if you're curious, on the shirt I'm wearing is it's the Shantae shirt from Shantae and the Pirate's Curse, currently playing right now as recording this. So, well, not as recording, man. I'm playing it at the moment. Am I? Let me check my Steam Deck. No, it's off.